million years ago, I lit a cigarette, picked up a monkey's skull to go. The sun was setting fire, the sky was blue as ice. I felt a little tired, so I watched my amplifier. I was a dinosaur.
And welcome to this exciting episode of the Movie Dump Podcast,
where we ask the nerdy questions in life, such as if they had an Apple store on the Battlestar Galactica, would they sell iFrax?
Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, I think we're done for the day.
Yeah. Well,
Nobody ever answers my questions.
Yes. Nick, you brought a guest.
Yes. It's very cool. We have a guest this week. Very special guest. Singer-songwriter Fergie is here with us.
It's very nice to be here.
Yeah. So we get some requests every now and again to do like special movies and stuff like that. And our one caveat of doing a special like request movie is that you have to come and fucking review the movie with us.
Yes, we're not going to sit here and go through the pain if you're not going to join us.
So we've had one prominent request, and that is for Super Mario Brothers that Mr. Chris Ferguson has been on our ass to watch, and we made him come along. So, Mr. Ferguson, fuck you.
Yes, fuck you.
I am going to go on the record as saying this is probably the worst idea I've ever had. So
Yeah,
I totally take credit for that one.
So why did you even bring this one to the table anyway?
Because this is probably one of the most single terrible movies that I've ever seen. I believe it actually even is the source of the video game movie Curse. That's how bad it was. Which you know, it's definitely an argument that's out there. But
That's a good point. Yeah,
this was one of those.
Having sat through it, that's why. That's why I recommended this movie, and I'll never do it again.
Yeah, people come on here, they think it's a good idea, a fun time, and then they realize that they're just in for a world of hurt.
So this was Fergie's first request and last request ever. We'll never be a part of the show again.
Now, like you just said, this is kind of the catalyst of the video game movie Curse, and it also, just like last week's movie, is on the 2009 Times list for worst video game movies. And
was it the worst video game movie?
Well,
or
it's
House
not.
of the Dead was pretty fucking
No,
bad.
it's not the worst. It's on the list. It's on the list. It's like the top 10.
Right.
My
Yeah,
question
top
would
10.
be, other than I think Twin Dragons, was there another video game movie before
Double
this? Double Dragon.
Double Dragon, yeah.
This was
we had this discussion.
Yeah,
like a
we had
few
this
podcasts
discussion
back, I think.
before, and you were saying Double Dragon, and I was saying Super Mario Brothers, and we quickly looked it up, and one source said that you were right, but I went back. And,
No, I was right.
No, I
was
went back,
right.
and
completely right.
everyone was saying that this was the first one.
I don't know. There's something evil about this movie.
No, it wasn't. This wasn't the argument that this was the first one. It was that Double Dragon came out before Street Fighter.
Was it?
And Street Fighter came out like the month after.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Well,
this was the first one.
Well, regardless of what,
Except
like
Galaga. Because Galaga was a video game. That was a movie, I think. I'm making that up. I think there's a lot about that.
Pong the movie.
Centipede
We were
was
right.
too, evidently.
Yeah, that came out years later as Human Centipede.
Yeah.
Whichever it was, this was the movie where everybody who got excited about it went to see it and was probably writing death threats to the director.
Yeah, it did not get good reviews whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, that's okay because let's see, Ferg, you're a Super Mario Brothers expert.
Oh, you got me.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're also Italian. And
I heard he was a wizard too. Wasn't he like a wizard?
Archbishop.
Archbishop? Okay, Archbishop.
Yeah,
Wizard,
exactly.
Archbishop, same
and
thing.
You're also a plumber in real life. So
Yeah, this is true.
That works
He
out.
is our resident plumbing expert, so he should be able to, guide us through the...
And you were Mario for one Halloween.
I was, actually, yeah. Surprise,
Yeah.
surprise.
Now, which one of those statements was true and which one was false that I said?
Well, let me tell you this. When you're Mario and you're anywhere near Disney, Mario's more popular than Mickey.
Yeah. Well,
So
because
creepy out loud.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of creepy, I think I have to say this movie. You had a running tally in here.
Oh,
Why don't you
God.
tell everybody what that tally was?
So, there was this running trend throughout the movie of the actors giving each other what I like to call porn stares, where they were just kind of giving me the F me eyes. And
commonly referred to as rape eyes.
yes,
Yeah.
there were a lot of rape eyes. There were a different couple of variations of the porn stare: the rape eyes, the F me eyes, the DP eyes between Mario and Luigi.
Yeah, there was a couple of those.
But the tally ended up getting up to 84. And between the different celebrities, I think Bob pulled it at the top. He had a really, really risque dance scene that pushed him way past second place, which was Dennis Hopper, and then third place was a tie between the princess and the dinosaur Yoshi.
Yeah,
Now
Yoshi in name only. I think. It was. And Ben, I think you had a good theory of this, or no? Who was it? Who had the theory that they just stole from the Jurassic Park?
It was
Chris.
Was it?
Chris had that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the actress that played the princess just walked out of a casting
She was
shoot,
yeah.
brought
She
it
was like
over,
an
and that was
extra.
her bride. Steven Spielberg was standing over there saying, "Didn't we have small dinosaurs in the first movie?"
She was like in the background, was like feeding Dennis Nedry or something like that. Just like, fuck this, I don't want to work on this. What else is going on in this movie? It's Mario Brothers, fuck yeah, that's what
I don't want to feed Newman.
Now there was rumor that Bob just hated working on this movie from like day one.
Imagine that.
Yeah. And there's been numerous accounts of him being drunk on set while he was filming this movie.
Well, he's British.
You would have to.
Yeah, so that's probably where the rape eye came from.
Yeah, he was just drunk.
He's
the
just
other time.
shit faced. He's just off his rocker, just.
I still think this movie killed him.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't think of any prominent. Well, did Roger Rabbit come out? That came out before this, right?
It was Roger Rabbit in '88.
Yeah.
Oh well, Brazil in '85. Roger Rabbit in '88.
Brazil.
Yeah, that's right. It was in
Nice.
Brazil.
Hook in '91, and then we have Super Mario Bros.
And then what else?
So
his
is there
record.
anything big named after that?
After that, disappeared off the face of the earth, right?
He was in that one movie with Jet Li, Unleashed.
See, whenever you have that sentence that says he was in that one movie, when it starts up with that, it's just bad.
Yeah.
He was a voice in Garfield: The Tale of Two Kitties.
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez.
Son of the Mask.
Super Mario Brothers killed him.
Yeah, there
Super Mario
wasn't
Brothers
anything
killed
good
him.
that he was in
Yeah.
after
Yep.
that.
Yeah, it sucks because he's a good actor. Just
Hey, I have to admit, like, out of everybody that acted in this, I think Dennis Hopper and Bob Hoskins were, like, actually fairly two decent actors. I think I enjoyed watching them the most, beyond all the rape eyes and the weird kind of tentacle fucking porn scenes with, like, Yoshi and...
he played J. Edgar Hoover in Nixon in 2000 in '95.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, why don't we talk a little bit about the story of this film?
Yes.
Is there a synopsis somewhere?
Somewhere. Well, all right, here we go.
All right, wait, Scott. We have to cue up some special music for you while you're doing this. So.
You're gonna have
What
to
sort
read
of
fast.
special music is this going to be?
Oh, you'll hear.
Okay.
And
Go.
Mario and Luigi, two wacky plumbers undertake a daring quest to save the princess in Dino Hat and a hidden world, and the inhabitants evolved from dinosaurs. Mario and Luigi face deadly challenges from a diabolical lizard king and must battle giant reptilian Goombas, outwit misfit thugs, and undetermine a mischievous, sinister scheme to take over the world.
I enjoyed that more than the movie.
Yeah.
I just want to throw that out there.
that was good. And there's, right. Well,
All that practice of reading, the first line of A Tale of Two Cities comes in handy.
so whatever that description was, I think is an accurate representation of actually what went on in this movie, because I didn't give a shit about anything in the movie either. It had nothing to do with the fucking video game at all.
If you're really curious, go find the DVD, pick it up, read the back, and then burn it.
No, not even
Then
that.
burn your hand. Then burn the store you found it in. Then burn the city you found the store in. Then bomb the state.
And then the world.
Then cut the state off from the rest of the United States and send it to North Korea. They'll know what to do with it.
There's an interesting thing that you said about bombing the city.
I said burn the
There's
city.
Burning the city.
But let's
yes.
pretend I said bomb the city.
There was a very bad moment in this where I to be fair, this movie came out much before 9/11. But,
Yes.
in the story, there's like I guess we all fucking know what happened to the dinosaurs now after watching this. They just went into an alternate dimension when a meteor hit the Earth.
Actually, we have a sound. We could pull it twice from this movie, but we'll
Okay.
play one of the sound bites,
All
which
right.
just tells you the whole damn story.
All right,
So here we go.
sound Bye.
A long, long time ago, the Earth was ruled by dinosaurs. They were big, so not a lot of people went around hassling them. Actually, no people went around hassling them because there weren't any people yet. Just the first tiny mammals. Basically, life was good.
You know, it just don't get no better than this.
Yeah. Then something happened. A giant meteorite struck the Earth. Goodbye, dinosaurs. But what if the dinosaurs weren't all destroyed? What if the impact of that meteorite created a parallel dimension where the dinosaurs continue to thrive and evolve into intelligent, vicious, aggressive beings? Just like us. And hey, what if they found a way back?
Yeah, so that was the fucking story of it's an alternate whatever the fuck did they just said.
Yeah, the meteor came and
science doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, I swear I thought you guys got like Land Before Time and you were tricking me into thinking we were actually watching Mario. It's been that long.
It was like they
Where's Littlefoot? Where's Littlefoot?
Well, anyway, there's alternate fucking dimensions. So the Mushroom Kingdom is an alternate reality of what we have, which apparently is just giant fucking ball planet of sand with one city in it, and in that city, of course, King Koopa, because they don't call him fucking Bowser in this at all. He's just Koopa. King Koopa decides to make his castle out of the World Trade Center. One of the towers of the World Trade Center.
Wasn't that like one of his status? It was like King Koopa or President Koopa or General Koopa.
That's right. Because in the very first time we see him, he's wearing like a general outfit, and you're just like, "What the fuck?" Okay,
he had more costume changes than like Fran Drescher.
Yeah. So he's in his castle in one of the fucking twin towers, and the other one is just fucking big gaping hole in it.
Yeah. Half of
which
it's
makes
torn
it even
down.
worse once near the end of the movie the
When
dimensions start to merge.
Collide.
And the first thing that changes is the towers.
So we're like,
that's bad.
The first part of the New York landscape was the Twin Towers to be changed, and it's just that,
oops.
And back in like '93, they were like, hey, this is gonna be clever.
Yeah, right.
It's a recognizable
it's gonna be shock and
landmark.
awe.
Yeah.
Oops. You know, that kind of makes me want to go and watch this on TV to see if they actually took that scene out. Because I wonder if they would take that scene out now.
I think you'd be hard-pressed to find this on TV.
That's good. Yeah. It's like they're showing it like on ABC, like, Tuesday night at the movies or something like that.
Netflix probably had to go into their like crypt to find this.
Well,
with the rent.
Every now and again, like you'll be walking around like Target or something like that, and you'll see this on the shelf somewhere. You're like, Mario Brothers, what the fuck?
We will give you $5 if you take this movie.
This by far, even more than Street Fighter was, I think, was them just trying to milk that name for a profit, by all means.
Oh, yeah, because they just fucked up everything in the story.
They fucked up everything. Well, they fucked up pretty much everything.
Well,
they finally got the colors of the Mario Brothers right in this one.
Yeah, for the majority of the time, they were just wearing regular clothes, and Luigi was wearing red almost the whole entire time.
Yeah.
Until they got into the actual...
Mario was wearing yellow.
Well, it seemed like the entire movie they made Luigi out to be the big hero. And Mario having a little moment towards the end. It's like...
Yeah, Mario had a steady girlfriend, but she was never called Peach. It was... What was her name?
Danielle.
Yeah,
Daniela.
Was it?
She's a feisty New Yorker Italian woman.
Yeah.
She was kind of hot in this, though.
She was.
There was a hot Daniela in this,
yeah.
I have to say. Well, yeah, here's another kind of fucked up part of the movie. Find a black person in this movie.
Where were they, Nick? Tell me where they were.
They were all fucking in jail. That's fucking wrong. There was one black person that wasn't in jail, and it was like a super huge fat lady with spikes all over that was like a bouncer in the club.
Wearing the thwop.
Even in Brooklyn, you didn't really see it.
Yeah.
The Brooklyn scenes, it's like...
There was This is a fucking, misogynistic, racist movie.
This was the ethnic cleansing Mario Brothers.
Yeah, there was a lot of shit that was wrong in this movie, I think,
Now, even though this movie was shit and it did not get any type of good criticism, it was nominated for 2 Saturn Awards. One for best.
What the fuck is a Saturn Award? We always hear a fucking Saturn Award in something. Nobody fucking knows what the hell a Saturn Award is.
Well, I want to get your opinion on this.
It's the gold star of of the movie.
Yeah.
Here, you get a gold star.
It's like every
smiley face.
Yeah, even the fucking retarded kid in kindergarten has to get one every now and again. You know?
Well, I want to get your opinion on this. It was nominated for Best Costume and Best Makeup. Discuss.
King Koopa, best costume.
All right, I'll give it that.
His
Koopa has a cool
black
ass costume.
leather
leathery
coat thingy
thing.
and ensemble and that weird
I thought that
tie.
looked
I'm
cool.
gonna
That's
say,
pretty
if you
cool.
ever see me in any of those other things, then you just shoot me. Even when they got they got to the end and they had their plumber disguises on.
Yeah.
Just shoot
Well,
me.
that was a fucking stupid thing also, because throughout this entire movie they're talking about, oh, we gotta arrest these plumbers, So what do? They go undercover and put on fucking plumber outfits.
And the first thing they say is that they're running around. They're like, "Oh, there's plumbers loose in the city," and Koopa goes, "Plumber alert!" Like they were. There's an entire. It's like DEFCON 4. There are plumbers in the city.
This has happened before.
Yeah, they don't use the word terrorist in this other dimension. It's fucking plumber. Like, oh shit, a freedom fighter plumber is out there. Shit, man. Oh god, they're
just gonna loosen up the pipes.
They're gonna open up pipes and flood the city.
Our sewers are doomed.
They're sticking tools and shit.
They got a fucking bomb. Oh shit.
That was the only iconic thing that I really caught out of any of this that made sense. I mean,
so.
they said they used the word thwomps.
Yeah.
You saw a bullet
Well,
bill.
that was the other thing. Like, the clubs were all named like Hammer Brothers and stuff. Like, you pointed that out.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
had
notice that.
Bullet Bill.
Bullet Bill was like
it was out of context of
Yes,
any
it was.
use that ever had in the movie.
Everything
The
was
only
out of
thing that had any
context.
context was the bomb.
Yeah, that was it.
Yoshi was another stolen
was-
prop from Jurassic Park.
Yoshi was just a lizard.
And they stabbed Yoshi.
They fucking stabbed Yoshi in this movie.
dark. That was
Oh my
dark.
God, dude.
Well, the creators of this actually wanted this to be a darker version of it, but the studio was like, no, we need to make this more light because the game is made for kids. We need to keep this.
That's
for
the
kids.
I-
We'll only
and you
have
kept-
fucking 84 rape eyes and we'll stab a dinosaur.
That's the IMDb version. What really happened is the creator said, "Hey, Mario eats a bunch of mushrooms. We're going to eat a bunch of mushrooms, and we're going to be on the same psychic wavelength as the plumbers, and this is what we got."
Yeah, but you can you could see that that struggle there where they're trying to make it dark, they're trying to make it funny, trying to make it dark, trying to make it for kids, and it just did not work. They need to. I would have liked to see how this would have played out if this was dark.
Like Frank Miller's Super Mario
Yeah,
Brothers. Shit.
Well, to their credit, I mean, Mario Brothers making a movie out of that would, I mean, that'd be sort of hard to do
How can you
live
do it
action.
without it? Yeah, how can you do it without it being animated?
What are they gonna do? Like put all the Mario canon in there, have real people jumping up and hitting cement blocks and crap flying out of it, and them grabbing it and eating it.
I guess I don't
Maybe
know.
I don't know. I think at least with Yoshi, I think that was a decent attempt at Yoshi to throw him into a live.
He
action
did stick
road.
his tongue out and grab something.
Yes,
Because I mean,
But then he got stabbed.
he got stabbed.
Fucking A.
I don't remember stabbing Yoshi in any of the games.
in the game, if he gets hit, he just runs away.
One of the biggest dick moments of this movie, I think. Yoshi is tied up to a fucking chain in this entire fucking movie.
The
We always
longest
see
chain in
fucking
history.
chain. Every scene you see, Yoshi is chained up to something. You don't see what it's chained to, but Yoshi shows up in 16 different fucking rooms in here.
Yeah, he's going through corridors, going
Yeah,
into
he's
different
walking
rooms,
fucking
opening
around.
the doors up by himself. And
In the one of the last scenes you see Yoshi, fucking Princess, whatever the fucking
Daisy.
Boo Boo Kitty
Princess
Fuck or whatever her name
Fuckface.
is. Princess Fuckface. She's sitting there, and this is after fucking Yoshi climbs through the fucking castle with a fucking heel
Knife sticking out of him.
sticking into his neck. He fucking walks up and the princess kneels down. She's like, "Oh no, you've been stabbed!" And just immediately it's like a little dog choker chain. And she just unlocks it.
yeah, he
And
takes
then
it
they
off.
exchanged more porno glances.
Yeah,
Yes.
and immediately as soon as she unlocks Yoshi, I think it was a collective thought from around the room, why the fuck didn't you do that to begin with?
More yelling at the TV.
Well, there was a
than-
lot of that. Koopa had his cousins, which had certain undertones to that.
Yeah.
Inbreeding. And they're idiots in the beginning of the movie, and finally halfway through, Koopa's like, "Hey, I'll just put them in this machine that makes them smart, and then they'll be able to go do shit for me."
Exactly.
But they
Why
still
didn't you
weren't
do that
able
at the
to.
beginning?
Well, here's something that I thought that was really fucking stupid. They go and take the Koopa cousins or whatever, put them in this machine to make them smarter. What the fuck do? They drive they're smart. They're talking all smart, but they drive a fucking car off of a cliff. Like, they can't even fucking steer the right way.
No. But they also develop, like, English accents also.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we're smart now, so now we speak with an accent. Cheerio, ta-ta, good day, sir.
Because you know British people are smart.
Ta-ta.
Shit, that was dumb.
Speaking of the cousins, their description that they had of Princess Daisy when they were up in our world,
that was
trying
a
to
funny
find them,
soundbite,
like
yeah.
this was a pretty good soundbite. So
Here's how you can describe. I'm going to describe fucking everybody on the planet this way now. So
yeah,
soundbite.
There she is. Yeah? You sure? 2 arms, 1 head, 2 legs. Cooper's gonna kill us if we blow it again.
That fucking two arms, two legs, and a fucking head.
And a head.
That's,
one head.
That's great.
Princess Fuckface.
Yeah,
that's her to a T right there.
You know, that's better than, my usual description of, like, oh, the chick with the big fake tits and
Well, at least you could narrow some people down that way.
I suppose, yeah.
People watching the movie are like, oh, yeah, huge tits. I know who that is right there. Okay.
Yeah. And then you had Mario's face first in a pair, like halfway through it in that erotic dance scene to get a necklace from the large
black woman.
Yeah.
Way to shove a kid's icon into an adult situation.
Yeah.
And he smiled the entire time. It bothered me.
Oh, yeah.
Something else, just to drive down the overtones of this, the whole, like, rape face overtones, the whole fucking dripping ball sack of the king that he is now, just the goo dripping from everywhere, is watch the movie. Look for the very first 800 number you see.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody get their phone out. And
With a good speakerphone.
My phone's dead.
My phone's dead too. I think we're fucking all.
Hold on.
While someone's getting a phone, the context is that they put out their plumber alert, and instantaneously there's posters all over, like with these goofy pictures of Bob and John, and it has this number on it. And I guess halfway through the movie, you guys said, "I wonder what happens if we call this number."
Yeah, so I actually made Ben pause the damn movie and go back, and we were going to look, and we're like, I'm going to call this fucking 800 number just to see what happens.
And,
so
well, we were pleasantly surprised.
Call and here enjoy. This is it.
Who has a credit card? Because if this is what it was, then
this is what we get.
Connect now with exciting local ladies. Call 1-800-373-TALK. That's 1-800-373-TALK.
So this is the hotline that I guess got Bob Hoskins through the Super Mario Brothers.
Yes, it was a.
It's a porno chat line, basically.
A bottle of Jim Beam and a phone, and Bob Hoskins survived Super Mario Brothers.
And I wonder if they checked that number beforehand. Like, granted, this movie was like a fucking pretty old. I bet that was like the 800 number to like the Nintendo Hotline fan club or something.
Or it was just an unused number, and someone's like, you know what, fuck this.
We're buying that.
We're buying that number. People are going to be calling.
We're going to get some money off of that. You know what? I wonder if like you call and you go through and actually talk to somebody, and they're like, so how did you hear about this? Super Mario
Brothers.
And how you refer to us?
Yeah. Like, we're just sitting around doing a shitty movie podcast,
and boom,
so 800 number. Like, fuck it, let's go ahead and call it.
I'm really sort of curious what that number led to back in '93.
I know, it's got to be
because
like
it just didn't click when I was a kid. I didn't think to call it. So.
Congratulations, you've won. You paid enough attention to the movie to call this number.
You have just entered one vote to make a sequel. Fuck!
No! They did leave it open for a sequel. They were supposed to be doing a sequel.
Back to the Future ending of this one, where fucking Doc Brown, jumps out of the DeLorean. He's like, "You gotta fucking come with
me.
Why?
You have to. It's your kids.
You just gotta do it. Okay.
All right, let's just go."
To be continued.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But since it was, they got poor ratings and everyone hated the movie, they just thought it was a good idea not to.
I would like to see like if the very first. The first Mario Brothers was pretty fucking, you gotta be on some fucking shrooms to, come up with that idea.
Ah,
the second movie, you gotta be fucking doing some, like, ecstasy or something like that to figure out that shit, so...
As much as this...
really like to see...
This Fire Flower from Amazon. Fire Flower is exactly what I need.
Oh, yeah, that sounds
As
great.
much as this movie sucked, just the way that Daisy came back at the end... just strapped for battle, like she was like teaming up with fucking Rambo. I'm curious.
It was like the fucking like battle for Mordor or something.
Yeah, I'm curious. I want to know what's going to happen.
Here's what ticked me off about that ending. Luigi got the girl. This is a no-no in Mario lore.
Yeah.
Yes.
This entire concept of Luigi being like the hero and Mario being the tentative. Oh, I don't want to jump, Luigi. What are you doing in that portal? I don't want to go. And Luigi being like, come on in, Mario. We're going to save the day. No. Mario's the hero. Luigi is in like half of the games.
Yep.
Yeah, Luigi was I think Luigi was the main character in this movie.
Yeah.
He was the one with the love interest. He was the one that, that kind of got them into that situation.
He walked around shirtless.
He walked around.
Show the world.
Uncalled for, John Leguizamo. Uncalled for.
Pulled the Fabio for a second there.
Yeah.
See, I have to say Mario is probably one of the reasons that they got into this too, because Iggy and Ziggy.
I can't believe
Iggy and Spike.
Say it again.
Spike, there we go. Iggy and Spike.
Zappa.
Frank
David
Zappa
Bowie is
stole.
rolling in his bed at night.
He's like, do
right
not
associate
me with this movie. I did the labyrinth, damn it.
It's better. I'm above this. But yeah, so they actually stole Mario's girlfriend at first.
But
he didn't care. He didn't even notice.
Mario never knew that until they were already in there, and Daisy said something about it, and he's just like, "Oh shit!"
That's true. Mario's just like, "I'll get another girl. There's no problem."
He was trying to help Luigi get the princess into the van at one point.
Yeah, the race van.
We can take her in our van. There's
like,
no windows in that van, Mario. I don't want to go in that van. Get in the van.
Get in the van, bitch. Okay.
Here, have these candy.
Luigi's an apprentice plumber.
Yeah.
These roofie sickles.
All I was waiting for was, what size are you? A 14?
Get in the sleeping bag and stay quiet.
You know what annoyed me about Luigi the most in this movie?
What's that?
He didn't have a fucking mustache.
Oh God! I didn't
Right.
notice.
Oh,
I didn't even. I was so blinded by everything else that they got wrong. I just didn't even notice that.
Well, he also wore his hat backwards.
Yeah.
Which
that ain't right.
That's
not right.
No.
The two things that really just always
and he was Hispanic.
Yeah, right. Well, Hispanic, Italian, same thing, right?
Basically. Right?
Sure.
We're not trying to generalize.
So there we go, pissing off some more communities out there.
Yes. Send your hate mail
now we're down to 4 fans.
Yeah, my name was John Doe.
Yeah. The two things that always called out to me was one, fucking Luigi didn't have a mustache, and the amount of times they said The Rock in this fucking
God.
movie. And I thought about making you do a soundbite-a-thon of all the times they said The Rock, but they said it like 800 fucking times. That means you would have to watch the movie again.
Just waiting for Sean Connery to jump out and be like, "Welcome to The Rock."
There was a lot of fucking moments. Every time they said The Rock, I'm thinking they said it with such force. I'm thinking they're talking about like Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah,
they could have put him in this movie and it would have been better.
Yeah, he could have been a Hammer Brother or something.
Yeah, why not?
What was he doing down in 1993? That's right.
Wrestling.
Flex Cabana or something.
He was carrying Hulk Hogan's towels for him.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I don't know. He was probably playing Super Mario Brothers.
Probably.
They never once called them the Mario Brothers. They always referred to them as the Plumbers.
Well, yeah, they might have mentioned it Mario Brothers one time.
They did do this like kind of fuck you moment at the end where they were setting it up, saying, "Oh, it's like the Nintendo creators," and they're like,
"Yes,
oh, hey, we heard about your story. We want to turn it into a video game. What do you think we should call it?"
Yeah, we got that soundbite. Yeah, ready? Soundbite.
Well, I must say we have a very exciting proposal.
A video game based on your many adventures.
What would you call it?
Iggy's World.
The Indomitable Spike.
The Super Koopa Cousins.
That one.
Yeah, that was like the creator saying, "You know what? This movie had nothing to do with Mario Brothers, but whatever. Hey, everyone, here's the finger."
Yeah, it was. It was a big fuck you at the end.
Yeah.
Like the only time that anyone in that dimension really called them Mario or Mario Brothers or Luigi
when they got arrested.
When they were getting booked, and they were called Mario, Luigi, Mario, and they never had a last name.
Yeah, I think
they never were given a last name in the game.
This film was the very first acknowledgement that their last name was Mario.
And only.
Well, even the creator of the game was like, no, fuck that. They were never given. They were never given a last name.
His last name is Stankowski.
If you think about it, though, you call them the Mario Brothers. It does imply that might be the case.
But I think that was probably just like poor Japanese translation. That's why how it came
Could
from.
be. Could very well be.
Like,
Mario and his brother.
This was actually found this while researching it. Kevin Costner was actually offered the role as King Koopa, but turned it down.
What? So he can play like Robin Hood?
He was busy with his band.
Yeah. He's like, fuck you, I'm going to go make Waterworld.
Yeah, Kevin Costner is Koopa. That's...
Dennis Hopper was like, I could do both.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah, he's like, fuck. Yeah.
I don't know. I like Dennis Hopper's like role in this. I mean...
He tried.
He was pretty good in it.
What was kind of cool is like he in the story he was supposed to be evolved from a T-Rex, so throughout all the scenes he kind of kept his arms in like a little like kind of T-Rex-y
I thought that was kind of interesting.
That's probably, I bet that's nothing.
Very cool.
I bet that's nothing any of the creators told him to do. That's probably just something him being a good actor. He's like, I'm supposed to see my motivation is that of a T-Rex. So I'm gonna
his acting. Here's the thing with the Dennis Hopper's character. His acting was good. Motivation's good. His wardrobe's good. I did not understand his haircut. If someone did that to my hair, I would shoot them in their kneecaps, watch me finish off their family, and then I would execute them.
Wow.
Man,
I do not want to be your hairdresser.
No. What I'm saying is, look at his hair, and you would understand what I just said.
Yeah.
Well, I think they were going for like some sort of reptilian ridge looking thing.
Maybe, I guess. I would rock my hair that way if I was Dennis Hopper for like, Halloween.
I guess Dennis Hopper can get away with it.
I wouldn't mind being like a Dennis Hopper Halloween, like Super King Koopa Dennis Hopper. That I'd do that for Halloween. That'd be kind of cool. And if anybody recognized me, I'd punch him in the face. Be like, fuck you, you're de-evolved, bitch.
What else?
Goombas.
I can play like
oh god.
Goombas.
Goombas.
Good call there.
Yeah.
That was pretty stupid.
Yes.
Imagine a giant creature with the smallest head and this very, very just like puzzled, stupid smile on its face all the time.
Yeah, think
the end of Beetlejuice when he gets his head shrunk.
Yeah. Kind of like always with a smile.
Yeah,
and the
always
of
with
understanding behind the eyes.
Yeah,
7 foot tall, head the size of a softball.
Yes.
There was a scene in the movie that explained everything behind the Goombas, where a Goomba was drawing on a picture of a dinosaur, was coloring in, and it was not coloring in between the lines. Let's just put it that way.
That was very, very poetic. For
which is kind of funny because you de-evolve these beings to a stupider being, so they can be your super army.
And then they start dancing and you get mad.
Yeah, and then they start dancing. They easily dance.
Damn you guys, stop doing that.
That is probably one of the best scenes in the movie.
That was pretty funny.
It's a very well done scene.
Come fucking 2012 when a giant meteor comes blasting through the atmosphere and hits the planet and we all like get transferred into this mushroom kingdom. All we're gonna need is a fucking harmonica. And we'll be okay to find hordes of Goombas.
The harmonica was the only way that they used to identify Toad, because after the character of Toad was turned into one of these
Goombas,
I don't even want to call them.
Wasn't he a mushroom?
Yeah,
something like that.
I mean, didn't get that right?
No. What do you expect? I don't think these people actually.
I'm offended.
Giant scary dinosaur or giant scary talking mushroom? Which is
which is worse?
What makes more sense?
Hey, you guys are getting this all wrong. Don't jump on their heads. Make them dance.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, and they turned something into monkey, which is probably one of the other best scenes.
Yes.
The movie did have a monkey in it. I will admit that. And any movie that
Everyone's
gets a monkey in it,
a monkey in a suit.
He had
a little wedding ring on his
he
shirt.
had the wedding ring. He was supposed to be like the mob boss,
and he made silly faces just like any monkey.
Which was kind of fucked up, very stereotypical. Of course, they're in Brooklyn. There's fucking Italians. They had to throw a fucking mob boss in there somewhere.
Yes, and of course they're the ones that are in charge of all the plumbing.
Spichellis.
Spichellis beat us to it. Oh, the Spichellis are sabotaging this dig site.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that the rest of the cast was like the stand-ins for the Goodfellas.
Yeah. Well, one thing, like, I don't know if it was just the color correction on this or what, but the very first time you see the mob boss, he's fucking orange. Man.
Yeah, he is.
He's got a serious like rub-on tan there, basically.
Yeah.
Like he's a fucking carrot, by all means, which is just dumb. That's another thing that's kind of stupid. Like the Mario Brothers take a wrong fucking turn, drive down a pipe, end up driving out of the pipe,
out of the city.
A little bit later on, they cut to the Mario Brothers trying to walk back to the city, and they do a long shot, and you see they're fucking like 8,000 fucking miles away from the city. You're like, how the fuck did they get out that far? That makes no sense, man. That was a long ass pipe.
It's a magic pipe. It's just not green.
They went to the fucking minus world there or something. You know?
It was a warp zone. Oh, come on.
Oh, it was bad. There was a lot of
warp zones have signs.
Yeah, right. They could have.
This was the fuck you warp zone. This is the game over in the desert.
Yeah.
Soundbite.
Hey, I never did Nick Brown synopsis of this movie.
Oh, you didn't?
I think it's a little late, but go ahead.
Just start crying.
Dead air.
Super Mario Gangbang. There we go. I don't know. That's all I can think of.
Soundbite.
Why did you put Zelda in there? That makes no fucking sense.
Speaking of
because this movie didn't make sense, so why not?
Yeah, I wonder if this movie was successful, they would have gone on to make like a Duck Hunt fucked up film or something like that, or like a Zelda film.
Oh no! Donkey Kong would have been the villain in the next one.
No, yeah. Fucking Mario, we need your help. There's a giant fucking ape
throwing barrels.
Capelli comes back.
Yes.
There we go. Why didn't we do this movie?
Perfect.
Gentlemen, we can rebuild this.
Yeah,
we can make it stronger.
Capelli's throwing barrels at a construction site. We really need your help.
It's perfect. Yeah.
Why? It's all the way up there. We just can't jump over the barrels. Only you can.
He's in a pie factory now. Oh my god.
But I'm trapped. No, there's this ladder over there. You can get up there.
Good thing we held on to our magic boots that make us jump higher. But they really make us fly. So why don't we just fly instead of jumping around?
Take this mallet.
You know who else was in this that kind of surprised me is I had a narrator that you.
Oh yeah. You made me call this. I missed this in the credits.
I'm gonna butcher his last name. It's Dan Castellaneta from Castellanella from The Simpsons.
Yeah. Which is funny. Like I totally forgot that there was a narrator until you mentioned it or saw it.
It was the very last thing in the credits. Yeah. After Goomba, none.
Yeah.
There were nuns in this movie. And
I don't remember nuns being in
right
this
at the
movie.
beginning.
At the very beginning, when the beginning of this movie starts off with the token stereotypical scene of this mother running up to the front of a building, knocking on the door, and leaving a carriage. But the carriage has an egg in it, and these nuns take it like, oh, someone left an egg in our step. We're used to this. They bring it inside, and then a human child, comes out of this egg, and the nuns are like, oh, it's a human child. Sign of the cross, but I'm still not that disturbed by this.
We shall call this child Luigi. I don't know. What was that egg? Was that?
It was Daisy. It was Daisy.
Yeah.
Daisy.
Well, that's fucking dumb.
That's what we were saying. That's what we were saying. We were just saying that. Thanks for joining.
All right.
Awesome.
Glad to be here. I didn't see this in the theater when I was a kid, but I would have been fucking pissed off. I mean, like, where the hell is half the shit that I wanted to see? I didn't see a spiky or spiny.
You get little taste. You get sort of little tastes of stuff like
the thwomps were the boots.
Yeah, thwomps were boots. I mean,
that was stupid.
Oh, speaking of crap. There was one. There's one scene where the Mario Brothers they put Koopa, Bowser, whatever, in the little de-evolution chair and push him back into the machine. And as they do it, there's like just dinosaur poo on the floor. Or
there's shit all over the place.
Shit. And that was too. They fucking put him in the machine and didn't do anything to him.
Well, there were scenes
I gotta wear contacts now or something stupid.
This is a bad movie just in the context of the plot, but there were a bunch of like production mistakes that we saw. Like Mario was missing his belt when he jumped through a portal. And magically, he had it back halfway through.
His belt kept disappearing and reappearing and all that.
They missed Luigi's mustache.
Yeah,
Luigi was an asshole too. I mean, it's bad enough that they had John Leguizamo playing him in this role.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's like, "Hey, Mario, jump down this hole, you'll be safe." And he's like hanging from a cable, and Mario jumps down and starts falling into the
It's like right before he jumps, he realizes that he's not floating.
That was a dick move, Luigi.
Yeah. Not to mention, it made Luigi really dumb in this one.
Kind of. Yeah. Here's a very pimp-esque line from Luigi. Soundbite.
We've got to stop her.
Come on, girls, let's go.
Who are you?
Luigi Mario. What, you got a problem with that?
I don't got a problem.
Let's go. Okay, come on, let's go.
What an asshole!
Total
Yeah.
It's all about you, Luigi. It's all
Yeah,
about
it's
you.
all about you.
Yes.
you
Right
freaking
there.
dick.
Right there should just show you this movie is not about
He should
Mario
have
at
just
all.
like raised his hand like a backhand, like he's gonna
Just
like
slap.
smack
I know. I
it
was
or
waiting
something.
for that.
You should have called this movie Mario is Missing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it should have been.
All right, we're almost out of time. We should start wrapping some of this stuff up. So,
Yeah.
final reviews on this. Ben, go. Is there anything else we need to say before we do final reviews?
No, except for this soundbite.
Do you know what I love about mud? It's clean and it's dirty at the same time.
There you go.
That was very good, and it was very conducive to this.
Shut up, Scott.
Okay.
This movie, yes, it's shit. Yes, it has nothing to do with the actual video game except by name. It is somewhat entertaining. It is one of those movies where even though you know it's shit, you still somehow go back to watch it.
I had fun. This one was a more entertaining one because this one was so much easier to make fun of with all of us in it. Like we could really get into it and just make fun of it and bash it, with rape bites and all that shit.
If you never read the interviews with some of these cast members like Dennis Hopper and Bob Hoskett, where they just said that this is like the worst movie that they did and they hated doing this movie, you would think that they all had fun doing it. This, for me, since I actually do like going back and watching it occasionally, I don't really dread it. Why? Because it's just mindless shit, and it's just funny to watch. I would have to give it a 6.
Yeah?
It's a 6 for me.
Okay.
Give it 3 6s.
Oh, wow.
Chris,
satanic.
what's your final thought on this?
I believe that I owe the people of the interwebs an apology for suggesting this movie and exposing the world and reminding it of its existence. If this can go forward without reminding anyone that it exists and having them watch it, then maybe I'll be forgiven in the end, but otherwise I will spend the rest of my life atoning for suggesting this. I apologize to all of you.
We blame you.
Yeah.
We blame you.
Dick.
Yes. So on a scale 1 to 10, 1 being the best, 10 being the worst, what would you give it?
Just because I have such a passion for video games, and let me say it again. Just because I have such a passion for video games and the lore that goes with the video games, I have to say that this video game is an 8.5.
Scott. Okay, Nick.
I'm leaving.
Scott, go ahead.
It's pretty much the same thing. You guys have pretty much summed up my opinion of this. It's one of those things where it's like, if they didn't use the Mario references and changed all the names to stuff that wasn't Mario related, this movie could almost be watchable. It's just the fact that they used Mario stuff in a movie that had nothing to do with Mario Brothers that just pisses me off. It did back in '93 when I saw this in the theaters. It still does it now. So, with that being said, 7.
And now, Nick.
It was a movie. It was kind of fun because, like I said, we could all make fun of it while watching it. So, there was a lot. I don't even know. They had some cool looking cars that crashed all the time and stuff. And there was a mushroom in it. And there were 5. I don't know.
You guys can't see it listening to a podcast, but the entire time Nick was saying that, a single tear was rolling down his cheek.
Yeah, right.
As he rolled up his sleeve and pulled out a razor blade.
As my lip quivered, I'm like, it was a good movie. Blood splatters everywhere. All right, I have to tell everybody to go and watch and check us, or not watch, but I guess just go to the website and look at, which I don't even know why we're telling people to go to the website because there's nothing on there but just our fucking podcast which say you can get through iTunes. But anyway, if you
are on a computer that doesn't have iTunes.
That's right. If you've been banned by iTunes, go check out our podcast at themoviedump.com, which if you haven't done that yet, anyway, I don't know.
How would they be listening to this if they were banned?
all their fans told everybody about it and played it for them to torture them. And I don't fucking know. You guys figure it out. I'm not smart. Go get de-evolved or something and figure it out.
I think this movie has de-evolved.
Also, I would have to announce that we have we bit the bullet and actually set up a Twitter account.
Why?
So,
I don't know.
So people can tweet us at the movie dump.
Just don't be a twat when you tweet.
Yes, don't be. We don't like
tweeting twatting.
They're all twat and then
tweets.
Yeah. I just twatted 5 minutes ago.
Oh, that was a queef.
So we have numerous ways of you to harass us and say how shitty we are.
Yeah.
So we have Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and comments on iTunes or
none of those pages we even bother to fucking update.
Yeah.
So.
Or just send us an email at...
Just Twitter us. It's going to be fucking easier. It's a direct connection to us. Or send us an email.
But our email is awesome. Say
Do
our email.
you know our email
Say our
address?
email.
Do you know our email address?
The movie dump.
No.
That's
the website address. Our email address is youthrowpoo@me.com.
Oh, that's right.
That's
right. Because I laughed at that because I thought it was funny.
It was funny.
It was clever.
I
give that
his,
email address a 1.
I like his expression.
I give it a 1.
Yeah.
It was funny, not memorable, obviously. It was funny.
Like, ha, ha, ha.
I just love the fact that when people email us, they have to type in youthrowpoo@me.com.
Yep. Yes, that is funny. All right, so what movie are we watching next week? Since Nick's not going to be here.
Well,
he's a dick. I fucking hate him.
I'm still here, man. You can't.
Sorry.
Tell him
all right.
Well, I was looking at the IMDb for Super Mario Brothers, and I noticed that and I was curious because the person who played Toad was Mojo Nixon, who is a sort of a singer-songwriter person who I actually sort of listen to.
That makes sense.
So I looked up his name on here just out of curiosity, and he starred in a wonderful comedy horror that is approximately an hour long called Butt Crack.
All right, I think you guys sealed it. Next week, Butt Crack.
Butt Crack.
I
the movie
fired as a guest star.
And remember, as the tagline says, we're all zombies in the end.
What? Fuck. All right.
I'm actually glad back.
I actually got a butt crack on the poster. That's
it's Butt Crack. It's Plumber's Crack right here. So,
wow.
starring Mojo Nixon.
All right. So until next week, I'm Ben,
and I'm Scott von Hoffenmann,
and you are.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
And Fergie.
Fergie, do you have anything you have to plug or anything?
Anything you're working on?
I had a question for you, Nick.
Okay.
How come every time you come around, my London Bridge is coming down?
Wow.
On that note,
it's Fergie.
On that note,
Christ,
I'm
that's
Nick
even worse than
Brown. See you next week, and Ben, play your fucking soundbite.
Soundbite.